Hey everyone. So, this is a no damage run of the fourth survivor scenario in Resident Evil 2. Wait for it. Anytime now. There we go. So this is played on the original Japanese version. It's the PSN download for PSP.
Alpha team here. Mission accomplished.
Roger. We'll rendezvous at the meeting point.
The first room with the zombies here, we're just going to use the shotgun on only the ones that are in the way. Start with this one. She likes to go directly into the center of the aisle. And so does that one. It's not so easy to dodge zombies when they're just positioned like right there in the center and at an angle, because at that point they are positioned so that RNG can just take over and hit you. There's always a chance that you'll get RNG slapped whenever you pass them. Coming into the next area with the spiders here, the reason why I am turning away from where the spider might be and raising my aim is because if the spider is in a direct line of sight to Hunk, then he'll just snap to the spider automatically, and that's when I start firing. So, just waiting for the spider to come around the corner on the opposite side of the room. Always a good idea to take advantage of as many subtle mechanics in Resident Evil 2 as you can. And then I did another check to make sure that he was dead. Turn away, aim. There were only 2 spiders in the room. Obviously Hunk wouldn't lock on if they were all dead. For this room with the dogs, you just hold up until you get to the second to last camera angle and then turn towards the door. All the zombies here, they're fairly easy to dodge, but just to be on the safe side, I decided to gun down the ones on the bottom to make it easier to set up a direct line to the door. This line here is actually a very similar line to the one in Claire B. Just kind of nudge to the left in order to avoid them. The crows here, there are little pockets in each of the crows' spawning points like that. Like, you can see me walking there just a little bit so as to not trigger their aggro, but you can see that there's like just a little bit of space to be able to run. But on the off chance that you get hung up on one of the crow's hitboxes, then it'll allow the other 2 to probably gang up on you and hit you. So I elected to use the same strat that I used in the spider hallway here. I'm trying to save as much shotgun ammo and magnum rounds as I can for the final areas of the game. Fortunately, the handgun is more than enough to safely pick off the ones that are going to be the most difficult to dodge. I was doing the auto-aim thing just to make sure that I was locked directly onto the center of the hitboxes and that I wasn't switching targets, because if you drop your aim and aim again, then Hunk will lock on to the closest target always, as opposed to pressing L1 to lock on or shift your target. That was actually a pretty risky thing. I should have actually used the shotgun there, because on the off chance that that zombie lunged at my foot, I would have been done for. The only way to deal with this room here is to just go directly to the door. just pivot in place and go directly to the door. Because if you try to attack anything, it's either going to be a waste of magnum rounds, or you won't recover from firing your shotgun fast enough before you get grabbed and bitten. Spiders like to, oh geez, that was so close. Spiders like to dodge around before they actually attack you if you start shooting them enough. But that was a really clutch escape. I almost got destroyed by those spiders. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to angle the spider in such a way that he's attacking me. You can see him attacking me through the wall there. He can't attack me here, I can't attack him there, but he can still try to attack me. And as long as he's still trying to attack, like that, as long as he's locked onto me and he's committed to the attack, you have to make him commit to the attack, then you can just run around him. So I'm using the infamous Metal Gear liquor tactic. It's going nice and slow. Trying not to touch him. But after the second one drops, just go ahead and break into a full sprint, because his buddy behind him is not going to recover quickly enough to actually spin around and attack you. By the time you get around him, you'll be long gone. So, tight quarters. Wait for them to spit the IVs. And you gotta listen for the death noise like that. That shh. Like that. But you gotta make sure you go back around the corner before he recovers. They'll still spit while you're around the corner, because it's like a cone of vision type thing. On the off chance that that guy spit while I was trying to fire at him and he couldn't take hit stun. The projectile is the real danger, not the enemy itself, so I decided to play it safe and avoid the projectile in case it came out while I was trying to shoot him a third time. So, decisions. I'm trying to figure out what the best decision is to make for this room. It's naturally going to be Magnum still, because I only have a limited amount of space to work with. There's 2 more Mr. X's to get around. So I wanted to make sure that I saved enough ammo for either encounter. It is possible to lure this Mr. X out and dodge him here. You won't really shoot him with the handgun fast enough to down him, so just hang out in this corner over here. And then once he gets to around that light fixture in the center of the camera angle, you can just take a nice half circle around him. No muss, no fuss. Fortunately, the zombies in this room are set up so that you only have to take out one of them at a time. In a room like this, where there's enough space to just camp out on the other side of the room, you can just pick them off one at a time. But it's a literal zombie minefield over here. I'm a little nervous about the zombie with the cream-colored shirt in the bottom right of this camera angle here. And especially his buddy. I almost got my ankle bit. So these last 2, you could actually run between them, but I decided to opt for taking out one of them and running around the other. So there's liquors in here. I messed up and I wasted a shot. Really, that should have taken 2 shots, possibly 3. As long as I time it correctly so that he gets hit stun every time I shoot him. I had to reset the room so that I could reset the aggro of the other lickers. You're gonna move forward. They have to go on their hind legs before they actually go around to attack you. If they hear you. Kind of distracting them before they move, as it were. Now we're going to the 2nd floor main hall. There's 2 IVs here. The strategy is similar, I guess, to the one outside of the briefing room on the 1st floor with the other IVs. Really all you need to do is just keep your space and keep shooting them. And then run around them while their death animation is happening. Try not to run back the other direction, because if you do, then the tentacles that are still swarming around can actually still attack you. I haven't checked to see if it does damage or not. Once again, tentacles. Watch out for the tentacles. Now this, you only have 1 chance to do. 1 step, turn left. Squeeze behind that guy, go to the door. The 1 step, turn left. 1 step, then turn left is how you set up the actual dodge off camera for the zombie in the cream-colored shirt. And then we'll just finish these guys off with the shotgun. Just take all of them out. So we have 5 Magnum rounds left for the final Mr. X. Is good enough. Although actually it took me 6 shots here for some reason. So I had to go off camera momentarily. Get enough space. Check my position, make sure I could see him taking damage. And that's it. That is how you clear Hunk without taking damage. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like what you see, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, check out my live stream at twitch.tv/CarcinogenSDA. Link is in the description. I stream there 5 to 6 days a week. If you'd also like to support my future speedrunning endeavors, then you can also check out my Patreon link. Link is also in the description. The next video that I plan to release is Claire B. I still haven't commentated the Leon B video yet. But yeah, that Hunk. It is a pretty smooth, pretty easy run. The original version, either US or Japanese, doesn't have a timer prior to the release of the DualShock version, so there's no real time here. End of one nightmare, prelude to the another. See you next video.